Hey guys, welcome back. Another episode of Break with Alex. So today, before I begin with my Grenadier medic attacks, I'm going to go through a little bit of Boom Beach math. And so everybody should be able to know this. So my medics here, I have 15 medics on my boats. Each of them can do 32 healing per second. That leads to 488 per second worth of damage I can heal, right? So that's great. But if you take a look at your defenses, now when I go in to attack somebody, I take a look at the rocket launchers. They say damage is 69 per second. But that's only the average damage per second. Really, it unloads all of its damage in the first one or 2 seconds, right? And so it's doing a total of 470.4 damage in the first 2 seconds. That's what you have to be able to take. If all your guys die after initial onslaught, it doesn't matter what your medics can heal, they're all going to be dead. So you can't heal a dead troop. So make sure your guys can survive the initial onslaught. Same thing goes for a sniper tower. Sniper towers, when you look at the damage per second, it's only 296. Really, every shot it takes is 414.4. So if your troops can't survive 414.4, don't worry about the 296 that your medic's going to try and heal. It'll be dead, and you won't have anything left to heal. So when you're doing your attacks and you're checking out for defenses and where to put things, make sure you can survive the initial damage of the one shot of the defenses you're going up against. So that said, let's go do some Dr. Terror attacks today. I'll try to do half of them in this video and maybe split it up and do another half somewhere else. So the initial attacks I'm going to be doing, they're going to be pretty easy. I'm going to be launching one guy here with some medics along with him. So if you're doing this and you have lower level medics, one of the keys to playing with medic or the Grenadier, sorry, is that you want to be able to come in. You may not have enough damage to actually take out the headquarters by yourself. So what you want to do is you want to go and take out the defenses that can hurt your critters. And if you have critters, that's the key to effectively taking on higher level bases. You're going to need the critters to do more DPS so you can actually finish off a headquarters. So after we've taken out the rocket launcher, we're going to position our Grenadiers right here in front of the straight line. Don't position them on the corner. So this is bad. If you were to come over here and send them over here, you don't want to do that, because now if we send in the critters, we'll put the critters over here. What'll happen is the grenades sometimes land on the front here and it'll blow up your critters, right? So you can see right now it's doing okay. They haven't hurt any of my critters, but you'll see in the future ones you don't really like this kind of scenario, because it'll blow up your critters. So let's go on to the next one and see what we can do over here. This one should be pretty easy too. So let's go in, we'll again put in one boat of Grenadiers and our 3 medics in there and see what they can do. Actually, let's take this a little faster here so we can move this along. Let's blow up some of these things so we can take a look at how we can use critters to our advantage when taking down bases. So again, we're going to drop these Grenadiers over here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to load this full of critters over here, and you're going to see once the Grenadiers start to pound on well, I guess that wasn't fast enough. All right, we'll wait till the next one then. Let's get this over with and get on to something harder where they take a little longer to take down the base here. So the next one, we'll go in here. All right, so this one's a little more challenging. So this one, again, the bad things for Grenadiers are the cannons. So what we want to do is we want to take the cannons out, or you want to find a safe location for them. So in this case, I'm going to take down this cannon with my gunboat energy first. Then I'm going to unload some Grenadiers and some medics over here. Now what they're going to do is they're going to come and they're going to take out. You can see that now I'm getting hit by 2 sniper towers. That's not really good. If you want to avoid that, maybe push them over a little further to the left. Maybe we should have done a little more scouting before we had started this one. This is probably a bad plan going in. Now you can see what we're going to do is we're going to take out that one, and now we're going to take out the cannon over here. Now, the cannons, when you don't have a lot of Grenadiers, they usually won't wander into the range of the cannons. But you can see what I'll do here is I'll unload a bunch of them. And if they're not careful, they'll actually oh, that one got shot anyways. But you'll see what happens here is you see that they start crowding in, and now this guy is well in range of the cannon. So you don't want to do that. For cannons, you want to give them, you want to spread your Grenadiers out so they don't all crowd into the cannon's range. So now what we're doing here, we're going to take out all the surrounding things so that we can actually use our critters on here. Once we line this up over here, this will take out all the sniper towers over here, and then we're just going to bring the Grenadiers close. So once these defenses are all down, bring your Grenadiers in. They're going to do far more damage the closer they get to the headquarters than if they're far away. So once you've cleared out all the defenses around the HQ, go ahead and flare them in closer so they can do damage faster. And again, that's the main concern people have with the Grenadiers, is that they don't do enough damage. I can't take out a headquarters. Really what you want to do is you want to flare them in, take out all the defenses around, and then flare them in. And then once they're flared in, they'll do a lot more damage. Then you can launch your critters there also. So this one's going to be pretty easy. We have all machine guns and flamethrowers here, so we can drop all our guys off here. This is going to be pretty straightforward. They're not going to take too much damage, except for maybe from this shock launcher over there. So right now we're just going to let them go. We're going to collect GBE so that we can use them later on defenses that are giving us trouble. So I'm going to have my shock bomb ready just in case I need it to shock this cannon. I didn't want to waste GB on this cannon. Even though I don't like cannons, I don't want to waste GB on it because, look at it, I've already taken it down almost to nothing. So why waste GB on it if it's going to just be taken out by the grenades later? So we're going to sit here and wait for a little while these guys clean up. Now you see one good thing is they're spread out. So this shock launcher is shocking some of them, but he can't shock all of them. I'm going to reflare back here because these two wandered into a sniper tower's range, and I don't like that either. So now we can continue going here. They're going to move on over here. I'm probably going to shock this cannon if they don't take it out soon here. And they're not wandering within range. They are going to wander within range. I'm going to shock that, make sure that nobody gets hurt there. Now, I'm going to reposition these guys so that they take out the sniper towers. All right, so those are taken out now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to reflare to the front over here, and I'm going to launch critters galore. The swarm is coming. It's going to take out the HQ for us. All right, moving on to the next stage. Let's see what we got here. So around step 5, it gets a little bit harder here usually, so we got to think about more what we're going to do here. So I did a scout here. You can see the sniper towers are all ranged kind of in here. So if we dropped all our guys over here, they would have nothing to stop them. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to even put a little smoke down because 3 sniper towers, again, 184 damage per second. That's a lot of damage. Even this one can reach some of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop them all into this little corner here and let them take out the machine gun and the flamethrower. They'll probably take out the sniper tower also. I'm not even going to come over here. I'm going to go around the left and come in from the side here. So let's try that out. So here we're gonna drop down a little bit of smoke here. That doesn't cost very much. I'm gonna drop my medics down here first so that they don't wander into anything bad. Because the medics basically follow the Grenadiers around. So I'm gonna drop them down first just so they don't move from there. The Grenadiers are gonna come in and now they should be safe. Now, as soon as they take out the stuff around here, I'm gonna flare them up into this corner here. And they're gonna stay kind of out of range of the defenses. It's okay if they fall into the mortar's defense range. Mortars really aren't that big of a deal at this level. So now that's kind of irritating. So I'm going to have to take that shock launcher out now. I didn't think that was going to necessarily be a problem, but it's too close. So now that that's out, now you see they're just going to come in and they're going to take stuff out. Now that was let's do a little shock there just in case. I don't want my Grenadiers dying from that sniper tower. So now we're gonna bring them back over here, and they're gonna take out all this stuff with their overthrows. So that's safe over here. Now everything else on this side, I'm not worried about. Nothing's gonna touch it. Now what I am worried about is these mortars because they're very close. When I do try to put the critters down to try and finish off the HQ, those mortars are gonna kill off the critters, and I don't want that to happen. So what I'm gonna do as soon as these guys are done here cleaning up, I'm going to GBE. Now you see these guys are already weakened by the Grenadier, so it's really easy to, I should have probably taken both of those out with one artillery. So now what happens is now we have this, and you see the Grenadiers are going to take out the boom cannon. Now while they're doing that, I'm going to drop the critters right here. And you see these critters are going to, oh that's not good. Didn't see that guy there. Let's take care of him. So now these critters are going to go at it, and these guys are going to do a lot of damage against the HQ. So if we go take a look at the critters, I think I have 11 critters now right now, and they do 150 damage per second. That's over 1,000 damage per second. That's something, and they keep giving, right? They're not like artillery. These guys keep going at it, and so you want to release those critters, get rid of all the things that can hit the HQ, and then release your critters, and that'll really help you with your Grenadiers taking down bases. You really need that extra DPS, otherwise some of these harder bases don't work. For example, we've got 180 plus 187 here. That's a lot of health on a base. So for now, I'm going to end this video. We're at 10 minutes. I'll come back and finish off 6 and 7 in another video later. Thanks, everybody. Bye.